Okay, however you want to do this, if you want to lead and then I can go after, or...
No, I'm going to let you take it.
Okay. So, hi, ladies. I recognize most of you guys. As you know, I am your Double Diamond leader, Haley Rodriguez. I know that we wanted to touch base today on our whys. Whys are extremely important in our business because our why is going to steadily keep you focused and motivated on your business. For me, my why was basically life or death for my family. When It Works found me, I was in a very, very low, dark point in my life. I had had my water disconnected in my home, and it had been disconnected for about 2 to 3 months. It was to the point that I was having to steal water from the neighbor's front hose and fill up these like gallon buckets and bring it inside so that we could boil it just to bathe our children and to be able to just clean our house. We had been months behind on rent and every other bill that we had had. I had been in and out of the hospital for 7 months. My husband was by my side through all of that. And we were eventually hit with our landlord telling us, if you vacate, we will not put an eviction on you. And in that time, somehow It Works found me. I did not have the money to start this business whatsoever. I mean, if I had had the money, my water would have been turned on. And so I did what I could. I got the money and I invested it within my business. With spending that $100, it is what made me have to do my business. It is what lit a fire underneath me because I needed that money. I needed to be able to buy my children diapers and wipes and formula. As within my 3 months, my first 3 months, I went Ruby. My why changed from that point. My why went from being, I needed to make this $99 back now so that I could help my family, to, okay, I'm going to start making $500 to $600 a month to be able to help my family with bills. Life happened. A lot of stuff happened in between that time. My husband was involved in a severe car accident, and I found out I was pregnant. Now, for most people, being pregnant would be a great thing, but for me, it was life or death. I had undergone a lot with my daughter 9 months beforehand, and this pregnancy could literally kill me and kill the baby. My husband was unable to work yet again, and we ended up homeless. My why changed. Okay, my why went from being able to bring in an extra $500-600 a month to help us have breathing room to, we are now homeless. My husband is unable to work, and if the doctors are saying what's going to happen is going to happen, I am going to be passing away, and I am going to be leaving my husband unable to work with 3 babies. That was so hard for me to face. I blamed myself. I didn't know how my husband was going to be able to do it, and it lit a fire under me. We were homeless for 6 months. There was days that we didn't know where we were going to sleep. There was days that we didn't know where our next meal was going to come from. Our children did not get to celebrate Christmas that year, and trying to explain to 2 toddlers why Santa forgot them was one of the hardest things I've ever had to deal with as a parent. My why changed to be able to make sure my children never had to live that life ever again, whether I'm here or not. My why was, I am going to leave behind some breathing room for my husband. That way he doesn't have to worry about burying his wife and still trying to raise 3 children on his own. That why motivated me every single day to stay focused on my business. How can I sit there and not give my all to this business when I'm looking at 3 babies that needed this? 3 babies that they had no choice. They didn't know what was going on. They didn't have a say. I needed this for them. And how can I sit there and come up with excuses or, well, you know what? I'm tired today, so I'm not going to work my business. Oh, you know what? I'm homeless and I don't have a working phone and I don't have internet and a computer, so I can't work it. No. I found a way because my children were worth it. Your why might change, and that's okay. Mine has changed multiple times. But your why should be your motivator. If your why does not make you cry, it's not your why. If it does not move you to tears, you need a better why. You can have small whys, and that's fine. But your main focus and your big why should be something so powerful that it makes you cry and it motivates you every single day. You know, my why is what kept me going through those hard times. Looking at my children and my babies and not knowing what was going to happen next, not knowing, you know, what we were going to be able to feed them or what we could afford to feed them. Children grow fast, you guys. Okay, kids are growing out of clothes like every single day. Being in the winter and homeless and not being able to know where we're going to get their next clothes that are going to fit them or keep them warm, or their shoes or anything. And that is what motivated me. I was walking to McDonald's through the summer and the winter in Arizona just to use their internet so that I could work my business. If they asked me to buy a soda while I was there, or if I was there too long, fine. It's 99 cents. But I was able to use their Wi-Fi and work my business. And that is what carried me through those hard times that depression ran through my mind, and the thoughts of suicide, and, you know, life can't possibly get any worse. And then it did. I was already having to face post-traumatic stress disorder, postpartum depression, and that had been the cherry to everything. There was multiple times I sat there just contemplating suicide, and times that I was about ready to, and by the grace of God, my husband will walk in the room, or someone was there for me. And that is what carried me through. But you know what? That is also what made it feel so much better when I went from homeless with nothing to $50,000 in bonuses, or from going from a Ruby that was barely maintaining my rank straight to double diamond. My children did that. I had no part in it. It was my children and our Lord, because it would have not, I wouldn't be here. So you guys need to focus on your why. And if, like I said, if it doesn't make you cry, you need to find a new why. When you're feeling low or stagnant, or that you are not seeing the progress that you want in your business, that's okay. But what's not okay is giving up. Okay, we've all doing this business for one reason or the other. It might have been for an extra $200 a month, or it might have been because your family absolutely needed this. Either way, you always need to remember your why. Let that motivate you. Let that be that constant reminder for you. Okay? Whether it's, you know what, hey, we're okay financially. We wanted to be able to go on a vacation to Costa Rica. Okay, that's great. Use that. That is going to be. I hear something. Okay. That shocked me. I was like, whoa. You're muted, Charity. But let that motivate you, okay? Yes, there are slow times, and that is absolutely normal, but it is what you do within those slow times that is going to make or break your business, okay? If the thought goes through your head of giving up or quitting, you're already halfway to quitting. So don't let that come into your head, okay? Because once you start kicking that idea around of quitting, you're not going to dedicate yourself or give your business your full potential, okay? Those of you, they say you show up to go up. So those of you that are on this call right now, you have goals. You've done most of the work already. You're showing up. Now it's to go up. Get with charity. Look at your charts. Figure it out and see how close you are to your promotions. You know, I joined this business for an extra $200 to $500 a month, so that's executive or Ruby. Okay, I never would have thought that I would be where I'm at today, ever. That wasn't my goal. Okay, $6,000 a month to me was like talking to a billionaire. I could have not fathomed that. I'm a high school dropout. I dropped out my sophomore year. Okay, I'm a high school dropout. I got pregnant at 18. I was told and conditioned my whole life that I was going to amount to nothing. So $6,000 a month was like, oh my goodness, I am going to have like an all diamond Rolls Royce car, is how I used to look at $6,000 a month. So it's okay to have short-term goals, and your short-term goals should be, if you're at distributor, Ruby, that's your short-term goal. Or if you're at Ruby, Diamond, okay? And then have long-term goals for this year. So if you're a distributor right now, then from a year from now, your long-term goal should be double Diamond. Dream bigger and use your why to constantly get you there. That's all it is. It's the why. When the why stops motivating you or it's not doing it for you, do some soul searching, do some thinking about it, take some time to yourself, okay? And reevaluate everything, and your why will come to you. I've had ladies in this business that have done amazing, and then all of a sudden, boom, they've hit a brick road, and it's like, what's going on with you? You were a freaking like power machine. You were doing amazing, and then all of a sudden here we are, and it's like an alarm clock hitting the snooze button. What's going on? Well, I've kind of lost my motivation, or I really joined for this and I've already done it, or whatever the excuses are. And it's like, okay, so you need to disconnect yourself from the business for a minute. You need to disconnect from every power outlet. Focus on yourself, do some soul searching, meditate, think about it, read the Bible, whatever your calming, practice is. There we go. I lost the word. And it will come to you. It might not be immediately, and it might not be that night or that day, but it will come to you. And when it does, I promise you, it is going to hit you like a brick wall. And you're going to be like, oh my gosh, this is it. I know what it is, and I know why I'm doing this, and you're going to start running. That's just all there is to it. It sounds so, so simple, but it has to take you to the verge of tears. That's just, I don't know how else to explain it for you guys to get it, but your why is going to take you to Ambassador Diamond. Your why is going to make you a black diamond. Your why is going to make you over $1 million a year. I had the pleasure of meeting Joel and Stephanie Dunn this year, and they are our uplines. We are in their downline. And they are the #1 income earners of the entire company, if you did not know that. They are black diamonds. Black diamonds average $100,000 monthly for a minimum of 6 months. I asked Joel and Stephanie, what is it that made you guys continue and to never stop? What is it that took you guys to the top? Because when I joined this company, they were not in the top 5 income earners. I can tell you that. And Stephanie is the most sweetest woman I will ever meet. I can say that. She is incredible. And she looks at me and she goes, well, when we found this company, we were standing in lines for food boxes. We were struggling to pay our bills, and I just wanted a wrap. And Joel told me I was going to join, and I kind of was hesitant on it, and I joined and I saw what it could do, and I promised myself that our daughter would never have to live this life again. Our daughter would never have to know the life of standing in food lines, just for food boxes. And I asked her, that is what took you guys to the top? She said, yeah. Looking at my daughter in her eyes was enough every single morning to make me motivated, to be able to work my business. And she told me that a better way to look at your business is go out there and reach and look for no's. Because when you are going out there and you are expecting someone to tell you no, woohoo, you got your answer. It's not disappointing. And then when you get that yes, it makes it that much more exciting, and it makes it that much more for you to be able to celebrate and want to feel that again and to keep looking for it. I think that's really all I have to say about that. Just, you guys, your why, find it, keep it. What I do sometimes, even though having my children running around every day at my hip, constantly saying mom is a big enough reminder, I have notes put up in my house. Okay, I have one of mine falling off, so like don't judge me, but I have them right here. And I have them through the house, and it will say, remember your why. Your why is your children. Your why is to never be homeless again. Your why is to be able to pay bills and to never, ever, ever have your water disconnected again. Because you know what? Yeah, that was, 4 years ago. But it's still so real in my mind that it feels like yesterday, and I'll be damned if it ever happens again. There's no way I will ever, ever, ever let that happen again, especially with having 3 children now and them being so old. I cannot, they understand now. There's just no way. So you need to look, find it, remind yourself, make notes if you have to, put a reminder in your phone, something that's going to motivate you. Find what works for you and do it. Okay, I'm going to mute myself.
Does anybody have any questions for her? I see Michaela accidentally got kicked out. I don't know what's going on. She said her internet's lagging a little bit. So those of you that are here, do you have any questions? Lindsay, I know you're pretty new. I think you can unmute yourself. You don't have to talk if you don't want to. You can put it in the chat too on the side.
And let me just say, Charity has been within my team for three years now?
Yeah, it'll be 3 years in September, yeah.
And Charity was enrolled by someone that was enrolled underneath me. Charity really didn't know who I was for a while there, and then her enroller quit. Her enroller up and quit and just left her kind of hanging there in the dust. Charity could have quit. She could have said, okay, well, my enroller quit. I don't know anyone else. That's it. I don't have someone to help me through this. But
my enroller quit, and then her enroller quit. So those two,
yep,
back to back.
So she didn't have someone that she could just turn to, okay, well, this person enrolled this person, because they were gone. She was able to reach out to other people. We got in contact, and she was able to still reach out to people to figure out how to get her business going and to keep it going. She could have used that as a no, but her why is what kept her going.
And my why's changed too. My why changed from the time I started too. So, yeah. Haley really got to me. She stopped me one day and she's like, okay, listen, what is your why? And I had to really think about it. And she goes, if it doesn't bring you to tears, then it's not your why. And I had to sit there, and I don't know how long, it took me like 2 days or something, I think, to come up. And I was like, okay, I figured out what my why was, because when I started thinking about it, I started bawling. So, yeah.
Because Charity, let me tell you, she has been an incredible rock star, and being able to watch her journey with this company has been amazing. And one day, all of a sudden, I'm like, hey, you're not touching my heart how you usually do. I'm not getting those vibes from you. You're going through the motions. What's going on? And her and I had a serious chat. And she came to me. It was, I think, 48 to 72 hours later. Can I have a water, please? And she's like, okay, I figured it out, and I'm here. I'm all in. I'm ready to go. Let's do this.
Yeah.
It happens to all of us. It doesn't matter if you're a distributor, a ruby, a diamond, an ambassador. We all kind of get in a funk and a rut, thank you. And it's just a matter of reevaluating. Because I don't think Charity really noticed that her why was changing. She just knew something didn't feel right.
Right.
And that's all it is. It's just, okay, if I'm in a rut and I'm not doing as good as I want to be, always evaluate yourself first. Then after that, reach out to other people. Reach out to your upline and say, hey, you know what? This is my why, and I know I need to do this to get there, but how can I go about this in a different way so that I can see a difference, so that I can see the results that I want?
Michaela, I know you popped on. Hi, Lindsay. It's so good to see your face there with your little one. I see you popped your face in. That's cool. I haven't seen her before, so, well, just pictures, but Michaela, Michaela. Do you have any questions for Haley? Because I see you popped back on. And I don't think you're muted.
Doesn't look like it.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Or maybe she popped out again. No, there she is. Utilize her. She's here. She's here for you guys. Oh, there she goes. It was muted and unmuted. Amy, do you have any questions? I see that you're on here too. User, she's here.
And you guys, no question is too big or too small. Be embarrassed, you know.
If you don't want to talk, type it in there. Type it in the chat.
Because let me tell you, I am that annoying person that I will sit there, and when I joined, I cannot believe that the woman helping me didn't block me, because I probably would have blocked myself. I asked the same question 500 times a day and would not leave her alone. So don't be scared to ask questions. Don't be scared to ask for help. Don't be scared to reach out. That is what we are here for. We are here to help you guys succeed and to be able to fulfill your whys. Excuse me.
I got my 10-minute notification.
I got it too.
Because I am not upgrading to pro. It's not even worth it.
That's how I feel. If it was maybe a yearly fee, but that much monthly is like, yeah, maybe not.
No.
Maybe when I'm ambassador, we'll think about it.
Yeah, I know, right? I'll be messaging you. Can I use your Zoom today?
Be like, yeah, here you go. Oh my goodness. All right, it doesn't look like there's any questions.
Yep.
So let me just recap, you guys. High school dropped out my sophomore, I guess it's my sophomore year. Pregnant and a mom at 18. I got pregnant like my 18th birthday. Okay, so freshly 18, teen mom. I went from homelessness and struggling and utilities being disconnected, living without, to using my why to my advantage. Never, ever, 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 ever making excuses to why I cannot work my business. Never letting myself get within my head. Never letting my suicidal thoughts overcome me. And I went from homeless to $50,000 richer in 4 weeks. And I went from homeless to Disneyland in 60 days. Okay? You guys can do this. You are on this call for a reason. Okay? That's huge in itself. I believe in every one of you, and I know Charity believes in every one of you. You guys are all diamonds and above. Okay? Utilize Charity. If she's busy or you need help faster, you're always free to reach out to me. Utilize the team pages tap into these calls. And you guys, I am so dang excited because Mark is about to do something incredible.
Mm-hmm.
So when we get off this, you guys need to hop onto the family call.
Yeah,
because
for sure.
it's going. I am so excited.
I know. He's pretty crazy, so I'm sure it's something crazy.
We went from $9.99 startups to $59.99 startups to 2 weeks of BOGO, and he's doing something else, and it has to do with wrapping.
Yeah.
So if you've been around for a while, I know you might remember when they were making all the ambassadors and stuff do the wrap challenges.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be something crazy because in the weekly wrap up, it says wrap with the W's crossed out.
Yep.
So you guys are going to want to tune into this or watch the team page because it's about to go crazy.
It is about to go crazy.
But you guys, just utilize everything that we're giving to you. Everything we're telling you and we're giving to you to use is because we had to go through it to figure out what works and what's not working. Okay, my upline didn't quit, but my upline kind of like disowned me. And I was by myself in my business for a long time. My upline just kind of up and blocked me. And I was left to figure it out on myself. Thankfully, we have some amazing uplines in our upline that was able to reach out and help. So utilize everything. Whatever we are telling you guys to do to grow your business, do it. Okay? We're not here to be mean. We're not here to, I don't know. I know a lot of people get certain thoughts sometimes, and we're here for you. We're here to help you guys do nothing but succeed and to become diamonds and above so that we can all party it up at the top 25 at Pam's house. And so
that's right.
That's where we're all going to be. We're a team full of ambassadors and black diamonds.
Yep, that's right. All right, guys, if you don't have any last minute questions, okay. Michaela says your story is definitely inspiring, so.
Oh, good. Use that as a motivator.
Yep, for sure. I'm going to go ahead